Bro, let me paint a picture for you. You ever send a text, watch the read receipt pop up, and then nothing, hours go by, maybe even a full day, and yet she just posted on Instagram, laughing it up like you don't even exist. Yeah, that feeling, that pit in your stomach, that's the moment you realize you're not a priority to her anymore. And I know, man, it messes with your head one minute. She's all about you, making plans, sending cute messages. Next thing you know, she's distant cold, acting like you're just another guy in her inbox. And here you are trying to figure out what changed, what you did wrong. But let me tell you something. It's not about you. It's about the fact that she's already emotionally checked out. The question is, are you going to keep holding on to someone who's slipping away? Or are you going to take back your power today? I'm giving you 5 real steps to detach emotionally and move forward with your self-respect intact. No games, no chasing, just the truth you need to hear. Let's get into it. Point 1, stop justifying her actions, bro. Let's be real, you've been making excuses for her, haven't you? You tell yourself she's just been busy, or maybe she's going through a lot right now. You keep coming up with reasons why she's acting distant, why she's not texting back, why she's canceling plans. But deep down, you feel it as something's off. But when someone truly cares about you, you don't have to wonder, you don't have to overanalyze her text or convince yourself that she's just overwhelmed. Think about it when she was really into. Did you ever have to question her effort? No, she made time. She was excited to see you. She wanted to talk to you, but now you're left waiting and waiting and waiting. And look, I get it. You don't want to believe she's pulling away because that would mean facing a hard truth. You're not her priority anymore. But here's where most guys mess up. They see the signs, but instead of accepting them, they fight them. They hold on even tighter, hoping she'll snap out of it. But bro, she's already gone in her mind, and every excuse you make, that's just delaying the inevitable. So stop justifying her actions. Stop pretending things are fine when they're clearly not the moment you recognize that her behavior is the answer. The sooner you can stop wasting time on someone who isn't giving you the same energy, accept the truth even when it hurts, because that's the first step to moving on. Point 2, take back your attention. Bro, think about how much energy you've been pouring into her. The late night texts, the constant checking of your phone, replaying all conversations in your head, trying to figure out what went wrong every time. Time she takes hours to reply, every time she leaves you on. Reddit messes with you, and yet you keep showing up, hoping she'll acknowledge you, hoping she'll go back to how she used to be. But here's what you need to understand. Your attention is valuable. It's your power. And right now, you're giving it away for free to someone who isn't even reciprocating. You're treating her like a queen while she treats you like an option that needs to stop. So here's what you do. Pull back, stop texting first, stop checking her social media, trying to see what she's up to. Stop waiting for that magical moment when she suddenly realizes your worth. Because let's be real, if she wanted to, she would have by now. The moment you stop feeding her attention, you start taking back control over your emotions. And that's when the shift happens. She's not the center of your world anymore. You are. And once you truly start focusing on yourself, you'll see just how much time and energy you were wasting on someone who wasn't even meeting you. Halfway, trust me, bro, the second you stop chasing, that's when you stop winning. Point 3, shift your focus back to yourself, bro. Let's be honest. When was the last time you really put yourself first? I mean, truly focused on you, your goals, your growth, your happiness. Because right now, your energy is wrapped up in someone who isn't even matching your effort. And that's got to change. Think about all the time you've spent thinking about her, stressing over her, wondering if she'll come back. Now imagine if you put even half of that energy into yourself. Where would you be? How much stronger, small, smarter, and more confident would you feel? It's time to stop making her the center of your universe and start building your world. Hit the gym, get stronger, not just physically, but mentally. Work on that side hustle you've been putting off. Reconnect with your passions, try something new, challenge yourself, because when you invest in yourself, 2 things happen first. You regain your confidence. You remember that you are the prize. And second, you naturally stop obsessing over someone who isn't worth your time. Detaching isn't just about cutting her off. It's about replacing that wasted energy with something that actually benefits you. And once you do that, bro, you won't just move on, you'll level up. Point 4, stop falling for her mixed signals. All right, bro, this is where a lot of guys mess up. You finally start to pull away. You stop texting her, you're focusing on yourself, and then out of nowhere, she's back. Maybe it's a random, "Hey, how have you been?" text. Maybe she starts liking your posts again, just enough to get your attention. Or maybe she even hits you with the classic, "I miss you." And for a split second, it feels like everything is turning around, like she finally realized what she lost. But listen to me, don't fall for it. This isn't some heartfelt realization. This isn't her waking up and suddenly appreciating you. No, bro, this is just control. She's throwing out just enough attention to keep you emotionally hooked, but not enough to actually commit to you. It's called breadcrumbing, giving you just enough so you stay, but never enough to make you feel secure. If she really cared, she wouldn't have let it get to this point in the first place. She wouldn't have waited until you were moving on to suddenly miss you. So don't let a few crumbs of attention drag you back into a situation where you were undervalued. Stay strong, stay focused, and remember, you're not an option. You're the prize. Keep moving forward. Point five, set your boundaries and stick to them. All right, bro, this is the most important step because without boundaries, you'll keep getting pulled back into the same cycle. You need to decide right now what you will and won't accept in your life. And once you set that line, you do not let anyone cross it. That means no late night, "I miss you" texts. No picking up the phone just because she suddenly wants to talk. No being her emotional support system when things aren't going her way. You are not her backup plan. You are not her safety net. And most importantly, no waiting around, hoping she'll wake up and see your worth. You don't need to convince someone to treat you right either. She does or she doesn't. And if she doesn't, you walk no second chances. No going back. A boundary isn't just about cutting her off. It's about respecting yourself enough to say, "I deserve better." And if she tries to test those boundaries, you hold firm. Because the second you start bending your back at square one, and bro, you've come too far to go back. And lastly, I know this isn't easy. Letting go never is, but you know what's harder, wasting months, maybe even years, chasing someone who doesn't see your worth, holding on to hope that maybe she'll change. When deep down you know she won't, you weren't the one losing her. She was losing you. Now let me ask you, what was your breaking point that moment when you finally realized she wasn't valuing you? Drop it in the comments because I know someone out there needs to hear that they're not alone. And remember, choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. Stay strong, bro. You got this.